China or Pakistan? Which one should you use to get your pieces made? All right, we are back. That is probably the most secure packaging I've ever seen. But we got two pieces right here. Let's open up the first one. And this is one that I actually did for a client of mine. Feels really nice, actually. You know what I'm saying? D&S for this for the homies' 1 year anniversary, as it says, like that's their time. We got the furry fuzzy hood, that shit's fire. And then we got the main design on the back. That was all this was designed by yours truly. I knew this hoodie was gonna come out well because I was just getting this reproduced for him. You know, Utopia on the side, you know, my brand that will be soon to be coming. Now we're gonna open up my piece. I'm a little nervous about this because I haven't gotten any produced in a very long time. So like I know the size of my logo I think is wrong, so I can already kind of see it. But I'm not gonna blame any of that on the manufacturer. That was a flaw on me. This shit's nice though. I will say this is nice. Okay, this is nice, boys. But we got welcome to Utopia. Now I will say one flaw, and we're gonna talk about this because this is my third time using Pakistan. Really nice. Only problem I have with the design on it is that they made it a bit dark, and I don't know if that was a problem on my end or their end. So I'll just be letting them know, like, hey, next time let's get this, what's it called? Let's make this a little bit brighter. But yeah, that is that, and I'm gonna show you guys the hoodies with them on and you know things like that. But yeah. All right, now for China, bro, you're gonna be spending $650 to minimum probably $700 for a bulk, right? And we're not even getting into shipping. We're not even getting into terrorists. We're not even, none of that, right? Versus Pakistan, where you can get a Pakistan bulk. I'm telling you, a Pakistan bulk of 10 t-shirts, right? I'm putting you on game. 10 t-shirts for all the people that want to start a brand really, really badly. Get you 10 t-shirts from Pakistan, DTG, a little bit of distressing on them with a custom tag for 250, maybe 200. So this is the first. Let me actually take one of these off. This is my hoodie that I produced. I also got the fuzzy hood. I thought I would just try it. It actually looks really nice. It feels very soft. It sounds like blanket-like. As you can see, that is the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? We also have slight distressing that I will also get up in the camera. But yeah, that's the first hoodie. My bad. Had a little interruption. So my pros and cons of using Pakistan. Now, I want to go over the pros first. Now, the pros is one, they're relatively easy to work with, as most Pakistani manufacturers really focus and target on newer brands. So they're usually pretty easy to work with and pretty straightforward to talk to. And like, there's 1,000 of them. There's so many of them. Obviously, if you need some trusted Pakistani manufacturers, DM me because there is a lot of Pakistan manufacturers that will scam you. They will run off with your money. They'll do a bulk and you know do things good for a while, and then after a while, you know, them basically taking your money, they're gonna screw you over. I've seen that happen multiple times, but there are reputable manufacturers. Okay. Number two, so number one, easy to work with. Number two is cost effective. Materials just cost a little bit less in Pakistan, and they also just don't charge as much for their work. But let me just say this, you get what you pay for. I'm gonna say this right now, as we're gonna see between the Chinese manufacturers and the Pakistan manufacturers. After feeling the material's actually about the same, I'm not gonna lie. Because I usually typically only like to use French terry cotton when it comes to making hoodies and things like that, just because I like to make my hoodies feel as high quality as possible. But I would say that it's very cost effective, easy to work with, and beginner friendly. Honestly, I would suggest if you're starting your brand up to go with Pakistan And the reason why I tell people that are starting their brand is like, dude, you can literally get 10 pieces. Like most Pakistani manufacturers don't really have MOQs, or if they do, it's like more than 5. You can afford to pay more. You can afford to pay 25 times 5. I can't think of what that is on the top of my head, but you can pay that. That's actually doable versus you having to minimum, like a minimum quantity for a bulk order. You know, this is if you're using China manufacturers. Now that I'm talking about, you're gonna have to spend a lot of bread. You're gonna be spending minimum $650 plus shipping, plus tax, plus all of that, right? Vice versa versus using Pakistan, right? Pakistan, you can get away with spending, bro, like I'm genuine when I say this, you can buy a 10-piece bulk order from Pakistan for $250. Now with that $250 being said, is it gonna be better? Now, is it gonna be the same quality as, let's say, a Chinese piece? Well, we're here to find out, but I will just say, just from like, just this, like I've been wearing this for 2 days compared to my Chinese pieces that I've gotten, and I will say there's like very slight and small differences, but I don't think the difference is large enough to really be like which one, you know. But I will say for beginners, using a Pakistani manufacturer is just better, okay? Better on cost, MOQ, shipping duration times are also typically lower from Pakistan. Like it only took me what, I think a week to get this versus when I get things shipped from China. I'm recording. Like for me, it takes what, this hoodie took what, I'd say 4 minutes. I want to say like 4 minutes, or not 4 minutes, 4 days, 4 business days at that, by the way. You do have to include business days. But yeah, 4 business days versus my Chinese samples, which took me about 2 weeks to receive. Now, if you just got to get used, shipping takes time, so I mean that's not a super big issue. But if you do want your like bulk to get to you faster, you're gonna want to go with Pakistan. I've gotten Pakistan bulks in like 3 weeks. You know, China, I haven't gotten a bulk from China, so I can't say, but from past experience from like my friend who has a clothing brand called Money Culture, he said that they can take anywhere from 1 month to like up to 3 months. So hey, do what you will with that information, but we're gonna get into we're gonna do actually some comparing of the pieces. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a piece, one of my Chinese manufactured pieces, and I'm gonna show you this piece, which this is the Pakistan piece, by the way. It looks really nice, you know what I'm saying. We got the custom U on the I don't know why it's showing you like that. I got the custom U, you know, with the signature leopard print. Got the leopard print hood, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of furry. You know, we got the beads, not the beads, the gems, you know, looking good, you know. Quality's good. It's really soft inside. It's not overly hot. I think I chose 320 GSM for both this and this hoodie. I'm sorry, backwards. Which we will show this hoodie more in depth. But let me go grab those Chinese pieces so we can compare, and then we're going to talk about why China is a really good place to get your pieces manufactured at. All right, so I'm about to show y'all 2 of my Chinese made or manufactured pieces. Now, mind you, off rip, I don't know if y'all can just tell the difference. Like, y'all can just tell the difference. Like, I don't think you can see it on my, yeah, you probably can't see it. This feels a little bit thicker, okay? Both of these are French terry, 100% French terry cotton. I typically only like to use French terry cotton when making thicker items, just because it gives it a more luxury feel than just using regular cotton. But definitely a little bit thicker. But I also do not remember the GSM on this hoodie. And also another thing to think about, this hoodie is 3 hoodies sewn together, so could be a little bit of a difference or the reasoning why that is like that. But this is one of the first pieces I actually got a sample made for. This isn't the first one, but this is like probably the second or third one, and it's a triple layered Club Utopia in the, like, I really love this color scheme of black, red, and like cream. I think it's just like underrated and we need to see it more. But it's just a triple layered zip up with this on the back. This was like one of my first designs, and I thought I was like Virgil Abloh designing this shit, guys. Hey man, when you're first designing, bro, you're gonna think you're the shit. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. You're probably not. Okay, as we just seen. I mean, it's not the worst design. I had a message with it. It was basically just like me kind of saying the government kind of brainwashes us. But there's some message in there. But now we're gonna get into the pants, dude. These are my favorite pants I've ever worn. Some of the softest pants I've ever worn. Some of the thickest, high quality pants I've ever worn. Really should just be an ad for China, shouldn't it? Like, yeah, look at the waistband, guys. Look at the waistband, hold on. Look at the waistband, like, just look at the thickness. You can just see how thick it is. You just see how thick it is. I don't even gotta. Some of the gems did fall off. Now, mind you, I have had this piece for maybe, at this point, I'd want to say, I'd say a year, and the gems just now finally started falling off, and it's only like a few of them. I think 2 or 3 of them, and they're only on this leg. Mind you, if I just was a little bit smarter, I'd probably wash this inside out. But we ain't got time for all that. But yeah, hold on, let's just show the back. You know what I'm saying? Club Utopia on the butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Because we rock Utopia anywhere we go. But now we're gonna get into like the pros of using China. Okay, so pros, they are a little bit more skilled. Now, if you got a serious brand, you're like, you've already made a bunch of money, you have more capital saved up, I would go for the China route. Okay, reasons why I would go on the China route. Okay, one, typically most Chinese manufacturers have been in the game for way longer than any other country of manufacturing. Okay, I know tons of manufacturers that have been manufacturing for 30 plus years. It's like a family business. They, like, their mom was manufacturing clothes, their grandma was everybody was manufacturing clothes. Okay, so what you've got when you're working with China is typically more experience with pieces, more custom, I would say more customization. Like China, like, I'm not gonna sit here and cap and be like, yeah, because you could definitely get a piece made like this in Pakistan. I'm not gonna do my Pakistani manufacturers like that. But is it gonna come out this smooth? Are the zippers gonna be as smooth? Is everything gonna be as high quality as it could possibly be? No. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. Okay, like this, like the hoodie that I produce, this is good enough quality. I would actually pay a decent amount of money for this. Okay, this is a sample. I'm most likely gonna end up releasing these. I just gotta think of a marketing and things like that. And also potentially if I want to drop like another piece with it, which I think I'm gonna do a waffle knit thermal type thing. Let me know in the comments if I should. But anyways, you're gonna get that experience and that customization that you'll just lose with Pakistan. Like I said, they're not. No offense, I don't know too many. Hey, prove me wrong. I want people to prove me wrong. By the way, if you know some Pakistan manufacturers that are doing stuff this good, this thick, this high quality, this customization, yo, shoot me a DM on my Instagram, Hakilefleur, or comment in the YouTube and be like, yo, I got them, and add them. Okay, I will check them out and we'll make a video on it. But another thing that's really good with China is I've ran into more issues with mistakes with Pakistan than I have with Chinese manufacturers. Chinese manufacturers ask more questions typically, but now those are the pros. There's a lot of pros to China. Now we're gonna go to the cons, okay? Because there's not too many, but there's some cons, okay? For my newer brand owners, Chinese manufacturers can be kind of assholes a little bit, like, because they're super strict. Like, don't try to go to a Chinese manufacturer thinking they're a Pakistani manufacturer and think that you're about to go negotiate $10 off each bulk item. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You'll probably spend 3 hours arguing with them for them to lower your bulk order or your sample, or how many samples you're getting, by like 30 cents. Don't do it. They're not here to negotiate. They're here to make your clothes. Don't try. Like, you can't. Obviously, you want to negotiate with everybody in business deals, but with Chinese, it's just like, no, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. They have set prices for a reason. Don't do that. It's not gonna work. It doesn't end up well. Okay. But after that, I would have to say this is a recent thing. And if you're in America, I believe every country has tariffs against every country, but it's very prevalent because we are in like a Cold War to somewhat say with China. So we're in a trade war too. Um, Tariffs have increased the price that it costs to import goods from China. So China is especially now, is a way more expensive option when it comes to manufacturing. Okay, so this is why I say if you're a beginner and you don't have a bunch of money to be spending, I would not suggest China off rip. Okay, unless you have $2,000 to $3,000 saved up, okay, for your first drop, and even that's kind of light, but you can definitely still do it. Okay, minimum for a bulk order that you're most likely going to be seeing from China is $750. Okay, and that's bulk, guys. That's not including your sample. That's not including if you're not a designer, your designs. That's not including paying influencers to wear your products, and if you're not using influencers, paying for like gas to go take pictures, or paying for photo shoots, paying for this. It's a lot, guys. It is a lot. Okay, but actually, before, like, I'm trying to think, I'm like, this is like the first time I'm doing a video like this, so I'm like, I'm a little rookie at this. But now we're gonna show, like, I guess me wearing the piece, or like the pieces, to kind of just see like the fit. But I'll be right back, y'all. This is the newest hoodie that I just got made. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. The only thing I would say that I would probably fix is making the lettering a little bit more brighter, like the images and the lettering a little bit more brighter, but that was my fault, nothing to do with the manufacturer. I also like how the manufacturer did the gems. You know what I'm saying? We might throw up some close-ups on the screen right next to me. Hockey, please don't forget to do it. But yeah, this is just, you know what I'm saying, simple fit. I wanted more of like a kind of slightly crop fit, more like this is based off of Fear God essential size chart, so I like that fit a lot. I have a few essentials pieces in the closet, but let's show you the other pieces. You feel me? The triple hoodie. This is a real experimental piece that I saw, and the trend just didn't go where I thought it was gonna go. I saw a few brands doing this piece, and some of the pieces did really good. I think like GV Gallery dropped the piece, and it was actually really nice. But you know what I'm saying? Club Utopia. This is embroidery, by the way. Also, I'm like, it looks like I'm kind of like fiddling around, like I'm like, the camera controls are backwards. But yeah, one thing I will say that the manufacturer did mess up on is that they messed up this, man. This kind of made me mad. It's like the most simple thing. They did the U upside down. Don't worry, guys. I ended up getting my money back. But anyways, and then that's the back. You can see that. I know the lighting is kind of cooked. We're getting LEDs soon, chat. We're getting LEDs soon. But that's the jacket. We're gonna get into the pants now. I need to make more of these. Like I've had multiple people come up to me and be like, "Yo, where you get your pants from? Who made your pants?" Da da da. Always good to hear. Designed by yours truly, though. I did get inspiration, obviously, because nobody gets original ideas anymore, guys. It's 2025. Almost everything you've done has been done before, guys. I'm sorry to tell it to you. You know, like I said, hey, I'm not flashing nobody YouTube. It's just showing the back of the pants, gang. Chill out. But yeah, that's the pants. And now we're gonna just close the video out. All right, but yeah, to close out the video, guys, I just want y'all to think about this before you get your samples or your bulks manufactured. Is one, what is your budget? And if your budget is on the lower side, I would go with Pakistan. And if your budget is a little bit on the higher side, I would go with China. Two, if you're trying to come out the gate with like A1 Balenciaga quality, which you don't really need as a clothing brand. I've heard this from a lot of people. You don't need the best quality product at first. You just have to you got to get your foot in the game. So whatever you can afford, do it. Whatever is smart and what is best for you, do it. And yeah, it's your boy Hakilefleur, and I am out. I'm really excited to be back on this channel. I can't promise that I'll be super duper consistent on here yet, as I'm still trying to figure out what content I want to do on this channel, but expect some more streetwear content soon, hopefully, allegedly. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I hope y'all are going.